Hey everybody, this is Cleta the Cheetah here, and today I am going to attempt to do a full makeover in 25 minutes or less. Okay, 25 minutes or less, that is the goal. So I'm gonna try not to talk too much and just go through it. I'm gonna be doing a look called Warm Metals, and it's just some really beautiful colors. And so I will make a list of all the colors I use so that you can look at it. But you can also go to marykay.com and click on tips, then click on makeup artist looks, and then you'll see this one called Warm Metals. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is show you a new product that came out that I'm absolutely loving, and it is our 2 clinical solution boosters. Okay, and so the first booster is called Clinical Solution C plus resveratrol Line Reducer. How many of y'all got lines? You're like, I need a boost for some lines. So let me show you how it does. It comes in a dropper, and you just take a few drops like this, and then you can just kind of 1, 2, 3, put as much as you want. I'm just gonna start with a little bit. And then you just smooth it all over your face. You want to use this one first, and you use the second one, which is a hydrator, next. I'll put it on my throat too. And then I do have some forehead wrinkles, so I got to get rid of those. Okay, that's step 1. Now you don't really want to mix them. You want to do them one at a time. You can use this 2 times a day. First thing, like after you wash your face, I use the Mary Kay foaming cleanser, the repair foaming cleanser first to wash my face. And then I did this first clinical solutions booster. Okay. The next one that I'm going to use is this one. It is called Clinical Solution HA Ceramide Hydrator. And this is if you want more hydration. You may only need one or the other. I like them both. That's the thing about when you sell Mary Kay, you can use every single product they have. And so HA stands for hyaluronic acid, and then plus ceramide. And you can talk to your skin doctor people, and they will tell you that's something great for fine lines and wrinkles. So same, you're going to pull it out like this. This is more of a little bit of an oil. So I'm going to do, you can do as much as you want. I'm going to use it all. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and I'm going to smooth it in. And instantly, honestly, it gives you a little hydration. And I will say that the wrinkle, the vitamin C line reducer one, it does tend to dry you a little bit. So I really do like using both of them, but you definitely don't have to. Okay, so that's my 2 little steps. Don't take but a few seconds. Okay, the next one is I'm going to use the Mary Kay Pore Minimizer. I use it every day, whether I use microdermabrasion. It comes in the microdermabrasion set, but I use it whether I use microdermabrasion or not. Some people have asked me, how many serums can you use? All of them. Actually, you just use the ones you feel like you need, So I like them all. 2 others that I like to use is the Mary Kay Replenishing Serum Plus C and the Tone Correcting Serum. So I am going to use the Tone Correcting Serum. I'm going to use it on my throat. And it was a little sunny the other day. Actually, I'm just going to put it all over. And I laid in the recliner. I mean the lawn chair outside. I had a long sleeve sweater on and everything, but it just felt so good. And I guess I leaned back like this, you guys. And even though I put sunscreen here, I guess I didn't get it enough that day, and I kind of burnt my neck right there. So not too smart. So you guys, that's why you really do put sunscreen all over. So this tone correcting serum just helps if you have sunspots, age spots, any kind of spots. That's going to help get your skin back looking all the same color. Then I'm going to use a little bit of this replenishing serum plus C just to show you you can use them all. Now I do have a girlfriend that she does mix a lot of these serums, but you shouldn't mix the boosters. you know, it's just like other things. I mean, you could try it if it works for you, do it. Okay, and then the last serum that I have to use, whether I use all those or not, is this lifting serum. So I like to put some under my throat. And the lifting serum, it comes in the repair set. So when you buy the repair set, you're going to get the lifting serum. Okay, so there's all my four serums and my 2 boosters. So, you know, since I put all those serums in, I really want them to get in. So I'm going to use my little quartz roller and just roll that a little bit. And this just really gets those serums into your skin. And it's really cold too, so it feels good if you have any kind of under eye things going on. It's going to help that as well. And it helps kind of motivate your skin cells down there under your throat to kind of step up and do its job. Quit falling down on the job, falling down, right? That's the key. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to use is a little bit of this, and this is the Volume Firm Deep Wrinkle Filler. And so I'm just going to take it, get a little bit out, and I'm going to dot it just where you have some wrinkles and you think this has resveratrol in it. And so, retinol. So it does help that. This one right here bugs me. It's because I think a lot. I guess I think that's a thinking wrinkle, right? So I'm just going to put them on all of those. Okay. Oh, and I do have like a little bit right here too. And some people say, does that really help? I think it helps. I mean, I keep using it, so that's why I think it helps. Excuse me just a moment. Okay. Got something on the floor. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is the Mary Kay Day Cream from the repair set. If it was night and I was not putting makeup on, I would use the night cream. And so the night treatment, this is Volume Firm Day Cream with sunscreen, SPF 30. So I'm going to get me a good little bit of that. And let me just say that my makeup, I usually grew up more combination to oily skin. So I don't like to have so much stuff on that I'm feeling oily, right? I put these earrings on just for y'all. Normally I don't do my makeup in my earrings. But these serums, they're real thin, so they just absorb into your skin. And, you know, it doesn't feel heavy. And then if I have leftover, like I have that much leftover, I just throw it on my throat because right now I got some issues on my throat and it feels so good. Okay. I've got a little light right here. Let's see if I can get that thing stayed on. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is the Mary Kay Volume Firm Eye Renewal Cream. So you can put it on with the tube. I don't know. I just sometimes do it like this, and then I'll show you. It's got a rounded top, so you can just take it and smooth it in with this. And it's cold. It's, you know, it's got metal, so it really feels good on there. If you got puffiness, you know, cold makes things shrink, right? Y'all know that. So this just rubs it in really good. It's not going to do much for my eyelashes, so let's see if I can get that off. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to use our foundation primer. I'll put some foundation on. And really, I'm going to tell you the truth. My skin feels really good right now. It feels hydrated. It feels smoother and softer. And I just feel like it's worth the effort. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do some foundation. I'm going to use the Mary Kay Matte Wear in the beige N200, which stands for neutral, and just a little tiny bit of this CC cream in the light to medium. I just like the way that looks. So I'm going to use my foundation brush to put it on. Just kind of mix it on my hand just a little bit. And just smooth that in. This does kind of help cover up redness in your skin. And it just gives you more of a flawless finish. And I always have bangs, but I still put foundation up there because you know what? My hair might blow back. I knew a friend of mine a long time ago, and she didn't put any makeup up there on her forehead, but she tanned. So her face, like down here, was dark and this was totally white. And so like, don't get caught in the wind, right? Or you're going to look kind of crazy. And then I just put a little bit right through here too, just to even that up. And ladies, you want to make sure you blend right through here, because like if you took your foundation and go like this, then, you know, you don't want to have any kind of lines. Now, of course, if you get the right color, you're not going to have too many lines anyway, but it's just better to make sure you blend right there. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is use my concealer. I don't know how we're doing on time. I meant to look, but I got to speed up, quit talking, right? So I'm going to use my concealer. I'm going to use the cream concealer brush to blend that in. And this concealer is the one that's called Under Eye Corrector. So it's going to help with dark circles. I'll be honest with you, I was using just the regular concealer. And it seemed to be working fine, but all my customers kept reordering the Under Eye Corrector. I thought, well, maybe I'll try the Under Eye Corrector. And it's got a little peach in it, so it does really help cover the dark circles. And so do you see how you have little shadows here? So I'm just going to like put a little bit of this concealer just right up here, a little bit in this little wrinkle right here, because it just makes a little shadow and it just highlights it. And I feel like it makes it look a little bit better. To have it lighter right there. So if it does have my little baby wrinkle, a 50-year-old wrinkle, right? Kind of helps hide it a little bit. And I'm really dark right through here, so I try to smooth that on too. Okay. Now, I have a makeup mirror right here beside me, and normally it has a light, and for some reason the light's not working on that. The other day I had a light on the top and it stopped working, so I'm just not meant to use light. Okay, so what I want to do is I have the translucent powder, and it's just, you know, it looks white but it ends up going on clear, and I like to put just a little bit of that before I get started. I'm just going to put a little bit of that just right there in those places, and I'll end up using a little bit more later, but I just wanted to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're getting to the glamour part, the fun part, right? So the first thing on my little piece of paper says to use the Mary Kay Gold Status eyeshadow all over the entire eyelid as a base. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to use the Mary Kay eye primer. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, and I'm going to blend that in. And this just helps the colors kind of stick. You can use foundation. You can also use one of our liquid eye colors. But today I'm just going to use the eye primer. Okay, so let me show you the color I'm going to use, and we're going to use just the Mary Kay all over eyeshadow brush. And the Gold Status I've used it before in a demo, but oh, I better do it back here. It's right here on the end of the tip. Okay, that's the gold status. So it is shimmery. And I normally don't do shimmer all over the whole entire eyelid. However, oh, you know what I'm going to do first is I've got to do a little bit of eyebrows. Okay, so I'm going to do some eyebrows and we'll just kind of do them quick because you could do them afterwards, but I just feel like mine end up looking better if I do them before. And one of my eyebrows, this side's darker than this side. It always is. So let's see if I can't get that looking better. And I may have to just put my, my magnifying mirror a little closer to me right here so I can do it. So I'm just I brushed them a little bit. And I'm just going to start at the end and just kind of go up to where your arch should be. And, you know, everybody's eyebrows are a little bit different. And some people, you know, they really do a great job with their eyebrows. I think I do a medium job with my eyebrows. I'll be honest with you. You know, I do try, right? So you don't have to be a perfect makeup artist to use Mary Kay or sell Mary Kay. So I just kind of fill in what I've already got, ladies. And this is the brunette. See how much better that looks? And then I usually just take a little Q-tip and just go under it. And then kind of go over it. But even that much, you see how much better that looks? Okay, so then we'll do the other side. And you brush them a little bit because sometimes you can get foundation, you know, foundation in your, or creams in your brows. And then it looks kind of like you got stuff in it. So I just like to brush it out. And you can get all those brows, according to how thick your brows are, you can get them going in the right way, right direction. On this brow, I have a little scar in the middle. So there's absolutely no hair and a little spot. So that is one of the reasons I started doing my brows, because I've got this little spot where no brows grow. Okay. Then I just clean that up. And we also have this, and I'm going to put a little bit of this. This is our Mary Kay Volumizing Brow Tint. So if your brows are super, you know, sparse, you can always use this. And this one is dark blonde. We also have brunette, dark brunette. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to blend it, and I'm going to wipe off. I just messed up a little bit, but I can just take that off with a Q-tip. So I'm just going to kind of brush them up like this. And take off anything that doesn't look good. You may not be able to tell on the video, but it does. If you have some brows that look a little more wiry and they're going all different directions, this really helps. And after it dries a minute, you can even put on another coat and that will help too. Okay. Of course, brows are sisters, not twins, so they're not going to look exactly alike. So don't worry. It's okay. Okay, so back to what we were going to do. We're going to use Gold Status first. So I'm going to take some Gold Status, put on my brush, and I'm going to start and just put it really just like they said. I'm going to put it all over my lid, the entire eyelid. And it's not super dark, but it gives you a nice base. Okay. Then next it says to accent the center of the eyelid with shiny penny, and then sweep this shade along the lower lash line. Okay, so shiny penny is right under this Gold Status. It's this one right here. Okay, and it has a little shimmer in it. So I'm going to put some of this. It says in the center of the eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. in the center. Okay, I'm gonna do it on the other side. I could do look in the video to do it right instead of the mirror so y'all can see it a little bit better. Okay, and one thing I will tell you, if you have like blue eyes, colors like this really make them look more blue because it's on the opposite end of the color wheel. Okay. Oh, and then put some underneath. And I'm going to use this smudger brush that Mary Kay has. Is this one right here? And I'm going to put, it said to put it underneath the lower lashes. So I'm just going to smooth right under here. This is something I normally would not do. So we'll see, right? Okay, there you go. All right, now it says apply burnish. Oh, gently. Oh, and it says gently blend the shades. So I'm going to take the all over foundation. I mean, all over. I'm sorry, this is the eye blending brush. So I'm just going to take them and blend that. Okay. So, and then the next thing it says to apply the burnished bronze to the outer V of the eye. And it just happens to be right below. So look, this is the gold status. This is shiny penny. This is burnished bronze. And it has a little tiny bit of shimmer as well. It's not matte. Okay. So it says apply burnished bronze to the outer corner in a V, which we have done before. So I'm going to use the eye crease brush that has just a little bit of an angle to it. And I'm gonna do my V and show you, and then I'm gonna blend it. So it's kind of a sideways V like this on this side. See, that's the start. And then the other is going to be up here on my brow bone and in my crease. Y'all see that little V? And then I'm going to take my all over blending brush and I'm going to blend that. Okay. And then I'm going to take my cream concealer brush, and I got a little bit of, actually I'm going to take a little Q-tip. Not too much, but I see just a little bit of the dark that went right there, and I don't want to, I'm trying to lighten that up, not darken it right. So then I'm just going to take this cream concealer brush and make sure I don't have dark coming out here. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go ahead and do the other eye. So you just do one side first, right? And then I'm going to blend that in just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to take my all over blending brush. I'm going to blend that. Okay. And then the same, I'm going to take a Q-tip and just, I really don't hardly have anything there, but just kind of wipe that up a little bit. And take my this is my concealer brush. It just has a little bit left over on it, and clean that up. Okay. Now, just looking to make sure. I feel like one side is a little darker than the other. It happens. So I'm going to find that brush. My husband's coming in. Honey, I'm doing a video, so I'm doing a video. Hey, honey. You have to tell your family what you. No, I'll be there in a minute. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, it says to add Mary Kay deep brown, MK deep brown to the top lashes. Okay, so I'm going to get my deep brown liner. Okay, and I'm going to put on the top lashes. When I do this, I'm not like going like that. Okay. I'm just I don't know. I just put my finger there. Just gives me a little guideline. And I know some of you have a hard time closing one eye and keeping the other eye open. So I've seen you have to do it. You just have to work with it. You know, we all have our things, right? Okay. I'm gonna do the other eye. And I had LASIK when I was 40, but so I can see, but this is my close-up, let me see. That's my close-up eye. This is my far away eye. Anyway, one of them, when I close my eyes, like this one, I can't see it real well, be honest with you. So I do have a magnifying mirror over here. If you don't have a good magnifying mirror, get you one because that really will help. Okay, now it does not say to put any liner on the bottom, but I'm going to have to put a little bit. So what I'm going to do though, I am going to take my brush like this, my smudger brush, and I'm going to take that Burnished Bronze, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that underneath. I may have to later add a little bit more of that, but I'm just not used to it. Okay, so that just shows you even me. Okay, so then I'm going to take my lash curler. I'm going to curl my lashes. Okay, and then I'm going to use the lash primer. Any of y'all that seen any of my videos, I love the lash primer. When you have really short lashes, it really helps. As y'all can see, you can't really see my lashes, right? So this really helps. Okay, and then it suggests using the Lash Intensity Mascara. So we're going to put that on first. And you know, I just say you really, when you're doing your makeup, don't judge how your eye makeup looks until you get your mascara and your liner on, because if you're doing pinks and stuff, you literally will look like you're sick until you get your black on, and then it looks good. So on this Lash Intensity mascara, it's got some short bristles. I just do that first to get some products on there on both sides, and then I'm going to use the long bristles. Okay. I'm going to use the long bristles now. Big difference, huh? I want y'all to tell me in the chat, what is one thing, like if you could only take one item, we call it the desert island game. If you take one item and let's just say you're single, okay? And the man of your dreams, you're on the desert island, you've been there a while, the man of your dreams, you see him coming up in the boat. What one item would you make sure, like if you could only take one thing, what would it be to that you could put on to meet the man of your dreams? I'm thinking mine would have to be mascara. I mean, you know, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? And usually what it is that one thing, if you don't do anything else to your face that day, you know, you're like, well, at least I'm going to do this, because that at least makes me look like not like a dead person. So some people say it's lipstick, you know, other people say, well, at least put some foundation on, you know. So tell me what yours would be. Okay. I'm looking less like a dead person, you guys. And I'm making a super hot mess underneath my lashes. I'm not kidding. But the great thing is I can clean it up. So I'm just going to dampen a Q-tip and I'm going to clean that up. Okay. And then I'm going to clean up any mascara. I didn't do too bad today, but that gets everywhere. Okay. So there are the eyes. Now I got to get some color on my face, right? So this look calls for the Wineberry blush, and the Wineberry is this one right here. So I'm going to use the Wineberry blush, and I'm going to take, which I do love this blush, and I'm going to start at the top, and I'm just kind of blending in a circular motion like this. I think blush makes a big difference, don't y'all? And then I'm going to take a little bit of this highlighter in the glazed, which is right here. And I've just got it on the top. I'm going to put it right here on the top of my cheekbones. And then I also am going to take a little bit of the Latte Contour. I know y'all see me do this a lot. Put a little bit right through here. A little bit of my jawline. If you got if you feel like your chin, this kind of helps. It kind of helps out. Sometimes I put a little bit, I broke my nose when I was younger, so I have a little bit of a crooked nose. We all have our imperfections, right? And so now I'm going to use a little bit of the Mary Kay translucent powder. Remember, I used that at the beginning, but I'm going to use a little bit more and just set that. The cool thing about doing your foundation first and then doing your eyes and then doing your cheeks and stuff, it allows your foundation to dry. Sometimes you put your foundation on, especially if you use CC cream and it's so damp, and then you try to put your cheeks on and then it doesn't blend very well. So that really helps. And then if you just feel like I need a little bit more color, you can take like our Silky setting powder to give yourself just a little color. And so I'm not going to use a lot of it because I've already kind of got a lot on, but it makes a really pretty look as well. Okay, next we're going to do our lips, and I am going to use, what am I going to use? I think I'm going to use this red lip liner. We have the look on the InTouch or on the marykay.com calls for Scarlet Red, but I'm going to use one of our new colors, which this is called Rockstar Red. That's what I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to use our red liner. Yes, a bold look. Okay, so you'll do the liner first. Okay, you could color it in or not color it in. That's up to you. And then if you want your lips a little bit bigger, like, can y'all see how this side, it just looks a little, I think it's the way I talk too. You see how this side looks taller? So I'm going to fix that. Try to anyway. Okay, and I'm going to use this Rockstar Red. These new lipsticks are called Supreme Hydrating Lipsticks. And I mean, they feel like a lip balm. They feel so nice. I love it. And then I always have to use, did I put it out here? No, I'm gonna have to go find it. I always have to use our Mary Kay lip primer. Where it is, I do not know. I do not see. So, but I usually just go right underneath here with my lip primer. I know there's one in here. I tell you to hang on like you can go somewhere, right? So I'm gonna use my lip primer, especially with red. Then you don't have problems with it going anywhere but on your lips. Then you make sure you have none on your teeth. I don't think I do. And you can fluff and puff. And then if you wanted to do a little gloss, you can. I'm not going to because I like the way it looks just like this. And so this is called what's it called, you guys? So you can find it, the Warm Metals look. Okay. And I was surprised when it said warm metals that you didn't do more warm colored lipstick like spiced ginger or something like that. But like this one calls for scarlet red, which is a blue red, which this Rockstar red is more of a blue red. It's really a true red. I mean, it's really, don't y'all think? And I think it's so pretty and it feels so nice on your lips. I wore it to a dinner the other night and it just, I mean, the whole time I'm like, my lips feel so moisturized. So tell me what you think about this look. I'll post all the colors in here. Try it and you can do it. So if you want to see the eyes just a little bit better, that's how they look. And yeah, okay. Thanks everybody. I'm not sure how long that took, but we'll see.